What's up, guys? It is Tuesday, February 21st. It's 11:39 a.m. and this is the crypto newsletter. So starting off, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who supported us from the jump here. Like, we just hit our first 100. The gate is officially closed until further notice for Stargate. So we are no longer accepting anybody to be able to purchase a VIP membership because we're batting down the hatches. We're getting prepared for this next market move here over the coming month to 45 days. So until further notice, that's going to be closed. If we drop off from the 100, maybe we'll open some spots back up. So what I will do is I'll change this from book a free info session to join the waitlist. So if you're watching this video now, if you go to stargate-ventures.com, likely this will be changed to join the waitlist. So if you missed out on this round, don't you worry, you can join the waitlist for the next one. And the sooner that you get on the waitlist, the better, because we're doing first come, first serve. So if you want to get on the waitlist, click that button when you get to the website there. It will be changed by the time you get there. So now I just wanted to say I'm so pumped for the first 100 and I can't wait to crush it with you guys. I couldn't have had a better group of people for this first 100, and I'm very excited to navigate this market with you guys over the coming months to a year to the next decade. We're gonna crush it, and I can't wait for that. So thank you guys. Thank you for the support. Love this community, and you guys give me life, that's for sure. So let's go into, first off, we nailed Conflux. At like in the past 7 days here, it's up 500%. 500%. And we had called it out from the jump, from the get-go. It was like 3 minutes after the news broke. And yeah, so right here. So we were talking about it earlier on. I was like, Conflict's up more than a double since entry 2 days ago. Who got in? Let's go. Alethea got in. Steve got in, I believe, as well. And we actually called it out even on the 15th. So we called it out the day that it started its run. And we had gotten into it around like 8 cents, but we pulled it early. Then we realized how big that news was. So then we got back in and now we're up more than a double. So truly unreal how we're able to really kind of smell this market out. We got in on Filecoin, we got in on Conflux. Only one we missed was Anchor and Stacks, but that's all right. You can't hit them all. We got VeChain. So like as far as the coins we've been getting in, they've been some of the top performers in the whole top 100 here. So we got Filecoin, we got VeChain, we got Flow, we got Conflux. So definitely crushing it. And if you want to get on this kind of wave that we're doing here, it's time for you to get on the wait list and secure your spot because we're going to be handpicking from the top. But as of now, the gate's closed until further notice. So I wanted to talk about, will China drive the next bull run here? So this is from the Woo Network. And as crypto asset players huddle tight amid the most brutal wait and see phase of the bear market, there are increasing signs that point to China as a sleeping giant that could soon wake up to becoming the next driving force in the bull run. Despite recent surges in cryptocurrency prices, there has been no consensus about the timing of the next rally. For example, Forbes reported that crypto may not recover until 2026. I don't agree with that because we know the timeline, and the timeline says a lot of things are implemented 2024, 2025. So I don't believe that to be the case here. Citing crypto investment manager Grayscale Investments. On the other hand, more optimistic outlooks from analysts polled by CoinDesk said the recent price and on-chain data suggests that Bitcoin could be in the later stages of a bear market after suffering a price crash last year. This is the toughest part of the bear market. This will be the year you work long days and ship great products only to see your key metrics go down day after day. Your friends will leave, your coworkers will leave. You'll question every assumption you had about crypto. Bloomberg reported that the industry needs the blustery tailwind of a hot narrative. This is evident in the spike of prices in January on the back of the idea that the Federal Reserve will slow the pace of interest rate hikes. See, that's why we're smelling out the narratives here, because the narratives kind of will take things to a whole nother level as far as different segments of the market, etc. So that's why if we can spot the narratives, we can spot the charts, we can spot the sector detector as far as which coins are and which sector are starting to kind of gear up, we're going to keep crushing it and compounding these gains. So, but restless buyers of money are hunting for the next story, and some are turning unexpectedly towards China. So why is crypto trading banned in China anyways? So it goes into why it's banned, but signs of a reversal regardless of China's real reason for banning crypto transactions. When we look at regulations, the key market player moves and insider information in the mainland, we could see increasing signs of a reversal of its policies towards crypto. So it talks about developments in mainland regulations. They have the blockchain service network. I think regulation shifts in China's crypto proxy. So Hong Kong, I'm going to share some news with them. And big crypto players ready for China's crypto stance reversal. That would be huge. DBS Bank Hong Kong said that they plan to apply for a license that allows it to offer crypto trading services to Hong Kong. Before this, Sun announced his commitment to move to Hong Kong. If he does, he would be the first high-profile Chinese crypto personality to relocate to the Chinese territory. Crypto companies actually legally exist in China. And when will the next crypto bull run begin? So there's a likelihood that China's reopening from 3 years of isolation due to COVID curbs could lead to a change in its crypto policy stance. This, as Chinese President Xi administration has taken other market-friendly steps to speed up economic activities like easing up on tech giants and boosting the property sector. It's possible that China could allow loopholes such as developments in Hong Kong. As early as October last year, BitMEX CEO Arthur Hayes already highlighted China as having all the ingredients necessary to become the epicenter of crypto trading volumes and related innovations. When China loves crypto, the bull market will come back, he said. So the US Fed, which kept interest rates rising in 2022 to curb inflation, is also seen as a catalyst for the run this year. If and when the Fed pauses its rate hikes early this year, it could be very, very bullish for crypto. But if the Fed does keep its rates high, it will make assets like US government debt attractive to investors due to the high interest rates they would offer. This could limit the money going into risk assets like crypto. There we go. So now let's keep moving on that. Because what we have is, for Hong Kong, we had Hong Kong's approach to crypto regulation could attract capital talent to Asia. The Securities and Futures Commission is adopting a regulate to protect approach to digital assets, the total opposite of what the US is doing. But the new licensing regime is expected to go live June 1st with a 12-month transition period for existing crypto exchanges. So June 1st, so around the middle of the year, and then it goes into a transition period until June of 2024. So the broker says this could be a critical fork in the road for the crypto industry, which could lead to capital and talent moving to Asia as a crypto hub. So exchanges that are not already operating in Hong Kong will have to be fully compliant before they start trading. There we go. Now more from that. We have the next crypto bull run will start from the east, says Gemini co-founder, the Winklevoss. So we had covered this in our video, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. So we already know that we were kind of prepping on this. He said, my working thesis at the moment is that the next bull run is going to start in the east. So it'll be a humbling reminder that crypto is a global asset class. And we talked about that, how crypto is global, and that's the beauty about it. It doesn't matter what one country does. At the end of the day, there's so many catalysts across the world that could happen for it. So baby steps for Tencent's global fintech business. So like its rival Alibaba, Tencent has developed a large portfolio overseas. So they're basically talking about, without the ability to broaden the reach of the WeChat digital financial services ecosystem, they're basically Tencent, WeChat Pay, Alipay, they're all, getting into the game as far as fintech and innovative services. So remittances do not represent a watershed moment, but more of a rebranding campaign for existing services with a few tweaks here and there. So remittances, although that it's a tweak, it's not a watershed moment. Something as far as like fundamentally changing cross-border payments, having a neutral bridge asset, and having CBDCs and wholesale CBDCs and bridging it with something like an XRP or XLM. That's the watershed moment. That's the holy grail moment. That's what they've been searching for thousands of years. So that is the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme, if I would say. So Hong Kong could spark Bitcoin and crypto bull market. Here's why. We already basically know the gist of this now. So, but also too, China ramps up cash injection to prevent funding stress. They basically flooded the market with a bunch of liquidity, the highest ever since, it's been for 20 years, maybe even more than that. I don't see a spike larger than that rather than the point of 2018, end of 2018. So that's what we're seeing there. So now let's go to the next one, which is how Hong Kong is gearing up to regulate stablecoins. Requiring foreign entities that have already issued stablecoins to set up a Hong Kong entity might create complications. So they're gearing up to regulate that. Let's see. So issuers of widely used stablecoins like Tether might have to set up a locally incorporated entity. Let's see. So we're seeing that they're kind of gearing up to do stablecoin regulation, overall digital asset regulation, crypto in Hong Kong getting soft backing from Beijing. Reports as officials from China's liaison office have been spotted at crypto events in the city. So we're seeing as long as one doesn't violate the bottom line, it does not threaten financial stability in China. Hong Kong is free to explore its own pursuit under one country, two systems, a National People's Congress member and a crypto lawyer as saying. So we're seeing that SFC has just concluded a multi-year consultation process that will see exchanges being allowed to serve professional investors, defined as those with a net worth of over 1 million. So it's not known whether the SFC will finish its consultation process on allowing retail investors access. So this is one thing that's kind of been talked about, is only institutional investors can buy crypto. It's not safe for the retail, but we all know that crypto assets will free the retail and make them institutional investors. So they don't want you in it. So now's the time to get in it before a potential scenario if they try to block people out from it. So first digital bond approved for SNB General Collateral Basket. At the beginning of 2023, the city of Lugano issued their first digital native bond on SIX Digital Exchange. Following the issuance and based on the double listing of SDX Trading AG and SIX Swiss Exchange, the bond has become the first digital native asset accepted as eligible collateral for SNB repos. This represents a major milestone in adoption of digital bonds in another world first. So all eligible securities are available online. We are very pleased that the SNB has included the Lugano digital bond in the SNB General Collateral Basket. I see this as an important signal to market participants that digital bonds have not only arrived in the domestic CHF bond market, but also have established themselves as an integral part of the capital market value chain in Switzerland. There we go. So now let's go to the next one. And we have Nigeria's central bank in talks with blockchain platform R3 for CBDC revamp. So they launched it. It's not going so well. So now they're looking to talk with R3 to develop a new system to support the digital currency. So they're backpedaling and trying to kind of unveil a new strategy here. So, this is interesting though. The central bank Nigeria, because we know they worked with Bit, and which is tied up with Stellar. Now they're moving to R3, which we know is tied up kind of with Ripple and XCC. So the central bank of Nigeria is looking to develop a new system for its digital currency, the Naira, is in early stage talks with New York-based blockchain firm R3. They want to develop its own software for the digital currency so that it can keep full control of the effort. Nigeria was the first African nation to issue a digital version of its national currency in October 2021. Nearly a year later, the central bank announced that Naira had been used for 10 million worth of transactions. The central bank worked with the Utah-based Bit to issue the Naira in 2021, and the company won't immediately be replaced by new partners. So won't immediately be replaced. Bit told Bloomberg it was aware that CBN works with various service providers to explore technical innovations for their digital infrastructure, and that it's currently developing additional features and enhancements for the Naira system. Interesting. So, something might be going on there as far as, they're looking for certain capabilities, or maybe the Bit's kind of platform wasn't working how they wanted to, so they're trying to switch it up. So we'll see on that. But Dutch Bank completes asset management tests with Memento blockchain, putting Domani's DexTF tokens into focus. Called Project Dama, the collaboration between Dutch Bank and Memento blockchain aims to address the challenges with associated with launching and accessing digital asset funds. So Dutch Bank Memento blockchain has successfully completed proof of concept known as Project Dama, digital assets management access, to provide a more efficient, secure, and flexible solution for digital fund management and investment servicing. So we're seeing everything kind of come into play here. All the things are kind of getting ready to be launched. They're finishing up kind of their pilots, and there's many more initiatives being launched here every day all across the world. It's truly unreal. So crypto assets, a new standard for banks. This is by the European Central Bank, February 15th. So I wonder if we kind of went over this. This looks pretty big. I'm going to save this actually for a deep dive, because this is much deeper than, a newsletter type of thing. So I'll get back to that. But Coinbase, Anchorage Digital say they beat okay under SEC custody proposal, but risk may lurk for others. This is something I've been kind of watching very close as far as, based off this news, I was looking into some of these qualified custodians and like the Anchorages, the Prime Trust. and trying to see who they're tied up with, because this could have implications that many people are maybe overlooking. So definitely going to be diving in on this as well too. I'm going to drag that over for a deep dive as well. Now let's go to this. So talking about narratives, right? We have the China narrative. We have zero knowledge proofs and ZK rollups and kind of privacy kind of narrative as well too. So that's on my radar. ZK cryptography as well as privacy kind of focus blockchains. We already know kind of one in the Discord. We have the Gems Galore chat. Check it out because we know kind of some ones that may pop off during that time with that kind of narrative. Also, as well, we have the China coins narrative, which we honestly crushed because right here we have CFX. We got that. We got VeChain. We got that. We got Filecoin. We got that. So, and then I saw that there was other ones as well too, which seemed pretty interesting. So these might go on my radar. So I'm going to keep that up and save that for our undercover gems. But more chatter and another narrative, more chatter that Grayscale could be posed to win its appeal/case against the SEC on March 7th, turning Cbdc into a proper spot Bitcoin ETF. Very interesting because the Cbdc is at a huge discount and might be a come up or a steal to get if it's going to turn into a spot Bitcoin ETF, as well as a huge catalyst as well too for the overall market. Then check out the date. SEC announces T+1 implementation date. May 28, 2024 will be the final implementation date for the move to a transaction plus 1 day settlement for transactions in U.S. cash equities, corporate debt, and unit investment trusts. Very interesting here. So definitely, we're in the final stretch here. It's not going to be long, that's for sure. And if you waited this long, we're already here basically. So might as well push all the way through. Sometimes it can get tough when your coin is going flat or it's down, but in the grand scheme of it, we don't got to wait long for massive kind of change and massive opportunity to take shape and kind of hit its fruition, and we'll all benefit greatly from that. So then we got this, which I thought was crazy because I was on Netflix last night. I was looking at this movie, Don't Look Up, and basically it was this, and you can find it on Netflix. Leonardo DiCaprio, I think Jonah Hill as well too, and the girl from Hunger Games. Invisible asteroids as big as Hiroshima bombs may strike Earth any second. Literally, that's what that movie was about, and he used the term Hiroshima type bomb for impact. So when I saw that, I was like, whoa, that's crazy timing. As well as that Mr. Pool posted this August 23rd, 2020. And then this just came out February 16, 2023. It's just crazy. Like so many things I've seen as far as that goes play out. And to me, it's not a coincidence. It's kind of a warning. And then we saw this on top of it. NASA confirms half-ton meteor crash in South Texas. My Texas boys, let me know if this is true. Supposedly it happened 6 days ago. Let me know, because that's just nuts. So much crazy stuff's going on in this world right now, and it's truly scary times out there. But as soon as we make it through, things will be looking bright. Another narrative, and I'm going to be having a call today with a good friend who's very knowledgeable with DeFi and Arbitrum. So Arbitrum's user base is fastest growing among leading blockchains. If it is the only blockchain where liquidity locked is growing. So he's going to talk to us about Arbitrum, and that's going to be a private kind of deep dive one-on-one little kind of interview. And he's going to give us the ropes as far as accessing DeFi and Arbitrum, because that's another narrative. So we know a ton of narratives right now, and we're going to definitely execute on those. And then YouTube has a new CEO who actually gets NFTs. So if YouTube launches some NFTs, man, stuff is going to get interesting and fun. So I'm excited if that's the case, because we're going to be airdropping to the first 100 for Stargate members here. They're exclusive Stargate NFTs for the first 100. So hopefully we're going to be able to do it on XRP. That's the goal. And I'm actually going to talk to some people today about getting that started. So I'm excited for that. And yeah, so I think that covers it, guys. That's it for this newsletter. And I'll see you guys in the next video and in the Discord.